Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today we're looking at Transformers Legacy Evolution, and this figure is for 8+-year-olds because it's that complicated. And this is a Maximal Leo Prime, so Voyager class. And we have this beautiful new artwork on the side as part of the Evolution plastic free packaging. On the back we have Evo-Fusion. Yeah, we'll see what that means in a minute. And you can change him in 25 steps. And there's more artwork on this side. So let's get him out of the packaging and have a closer look. Here is Leo Prime out of his packaging, and I'm going to be honest with you, I never watched Beast Wars 2. I sort of always intended to. Obviously, it's a Japanese series, and I've never truly understood if that carries on from the American Beast Wars or whether that's sunk entirely different. Never understood. So those real hardcore fans that maybe are watching this, do educate me, please. I would actually really appreciate it. More importantly, I just need to watch this themselves. Now, the thing with Leo Prime being released as a Hasbro toy, it now give those real hardcore fans the opportunity to collect more of these, and I hope that they happen. I hope this isn't just a one-hit wonder, because Leo Prime is a popular character. Obviously, Leo Prime's had the Masterpiece treatment as well. I never got that because, like I said, I love Beast Wars, but I've never truly loved this Beast Wars 2. So let's have a little nice look at the decor. Once again, it's incredibly detailed. I just popped that out because I thought, well, I might as well do it, and it'd be easier for me to do that than try and do it on camera, because I'm terrible at that sort of stuff. So it has some really nice decor. Now, I've always asked, I guess the other question is for me, is this the Optimus Prime, or is this just a later incarnation of a different Prime down the years, or something completely different? Once again, let me know, because I don't actually know. And, you know, I do, when I do these reviews, I do like talking about the characters as such. So he looks really nice. He looks really cool. Now, the not the downfall, because I feel like he does look really perfect, and to a point, is he does obviously have these pieces all the way around. He does have this big outlay for that mode where he transforms into a lion. But other than that, he is glorious. He absolutely looks fabulous. I feel like if he didn't have these parts on there, he would be like a perfect looking Optimus Prime. Like I think I said in a recent review, I love Earthrise Optimus Prime. It's one of my favorite primes that has been created by Hasbro. And this is on par with that. If these weren't here, this would be the perfect Optimus Prime. But unfortunately, he does have this dino aspect of him. Sorry, not dino, this beast aspect of him, because it's Beast Wars. Makes perfect sense. So, before we get into the fusion, the Evo-Fusion bit, which I'm not sure if it's a gimmick just for this, or whether it's or whether it is generally this is how he would have his weapons. Let's look at articulation. So the head can go all the way around. That looks stunning, man. All the way around, no up and down. We weren't expecting that. Now, because of this piece here, you've got limited arm rotation. You even struggle to lift it up like that, but it is there. There's a swivel there, there's a single there, which is known for Transformers. The hand does pop out, but it doesn't really turn around. So you have a little bit more here. In fact, this sort of moves a little bit more with it. In fact, you could probably, can you shift that bit a bit? Maybe you can shift that a little bit if you want to. Entirely up to you. They do, I think they have tried to give it a bit more movement, and I think they've done a good job. There is a whole 360 there that looks absolutely stunning. That reminds me of 10th anniversary Optimus Primal, that toy that came out. We do have the 4 splits. He is a beast after all. Swivel there. There is lots of movement on the knee, so you can bring that up, which is part of the transformation, but you can keep it down there as well. Just drop some weapons. That can go up like that. There is sort of a movement like that, which is for the ankle, which I feel because he's got nice big feet, he does stand really, really well. Now, in terms of weapons, the weapons can actually be stored at the back there, like so, which I think is very cool. So you can put that there. Just bring that in a little bit. And then I'm going to try, so this is the first fusion bit. So you just flick these up here, and then you add these onto the sides, like so. And you can obviously do the other one. It does seem a little bit weird, if I'm being honest with you, the gun's coming out there, but that will make perfect sense when you transform him, just so I'm clear. Now, the other fusion part, which I'm going to try and do on camera, so you just flick this down, and then you just, I'm almost dropping things here, and then you just slot this in here, like so, and then you bring this piece under here, and this bit actually tucks right in there. I wanted to poke it out because otherwise I'll be here for ages, so I got that into a little position, and then you sort of add the gun in there, like so, and there you have Fusion Primal. I'll call him Primal. He's not primal at all, but you know what I mean. Just couldn't help myself. Once again, it helps if I'm putting the right thing on the right thing. So you put that in his hand. So the guns are they look very plain and simple. But once again, as I don't really know, you could say that that's perfect, and I don't understand. You can also put this in here as well. If I can get in there. It's not going in, obviously, because it's me. I'm doing it on camera. Maybe I've got the wrong side there. No, I thought that went in there. Anyway, I'm just going to move on after embarrassing myself. There is, you can see there is this piece here, and I felt like you can just pop that gun in there. And then once again, fusion. So I've got to admit, he looks pretty darn cool like this. Better than I actually expect. I expected it to look quite, not naff, but I just expected it to look a little bit, you know, not as cool. But that does look pretty cool. Now, I'm not sure whether that's intentional or whether that is by design. So I'm going to go get him transformed into his ART mode so we can have a look at that and see how that one looks. Okay, so here is Leo Prime in his line mode, and it does look pretty decent. Pretty much all the kibble seems to fit inside. There are obviously a couple of bits that you can identify, but other than that, it's a pretty well worked transformation. I think the only bit that I struggled with was getting the arms under here. So just take your time. I felt like the instructions weren't exactly the clearest on that piece. So, but I will also say the white, etc., just looks very plain, very simple. I feel like the head should have been bigger, but you've got to take a bit of yin with yang, because if the head was bigger, you would have this bigger kibble on his shoulder, and would he still have some of that articulation that he had? So I think they've done a good job in terms of getting to achieve. He does open his, sorry, I'm actually showing you, he does open the mouth. No real paintwork in there, which is a little bit disappointing, but not the end of the world. In terms of fusion evolution, he flicks out the gun. Got it. That was my big moment. I've been waiting for that. He flicks out the guns like so, and then you can obviously put these pieces on the side here like so, and it just adds, and pretty much these are the same positions I showed you in robot mode, and that's typical. It doesn't make sense in robot mode for the guns to be on the head like this at all, but in this mode it certainly feels like it does. There we go. And that does look pretty cool, and he does look like you should fear him. I'm not sure what sort of character Leo Prime was, but if he's a leader, he should be feared, but not Megatron feared or Galvatron feared, because I think it's Galvatron in Beast Wars too. So anyway, there you go. There is Leo Prime, and he looks decent. Like I said, I've got no affiliation in terms of the character because I've never followed the character, but I think for those fans of Beast War 2, I think Hasbro have done a decent job, and I really do hope you get more characters. I would love to see, is it Slappy the Rabbit, or am I just making crap up? I could be, because I have no clue. Anyway, if you like my video, please subscribe. Really appreciate that. Make sure you look after yourself. Very important these days. Thank you to everybody that is already subbed. I appreciate you folks a lot. And as always, embrace the geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.